It always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. And for Aaron Rodgers, that last throw, a big one. He goes over 60,000 passing yards for his great career, something only 8 others have done before. A very cool moment, and congratulations to him on what has been an exceptional career. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And it's second down. When you look at this Bronco defense, it's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try to keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Jermaine Johnson there to bring him down. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 45 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
There's nothing critical about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Some strong running at the 20. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
16 yards. First down, New York. Hey, 26.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. When you look at this Bronco defense, they come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create success.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if we can get to it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. Now it's Rodgers. This pass out wide the hole. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down, Jets.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth, and the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
A give running right is Hall.
And some room to maneuver.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their own 17-yard line. Off the play fake. Wilson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. It's rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return comes Cobb. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 48-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Running left, it's Hall.
The 20. 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And the Jets have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Wilson's throw here caught by Mims.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey guys, 4 down. Right.
They go play action with Wilson. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. 23 yards the pickup there. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throwing again here, Wilson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They go play action now. Wilson. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
The kick by Lutz is good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Rodgers being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Rodgers again now. Open man here is Conklin. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
To throw is Rodgers.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34.
Hall ought to give up the middle. taken down at the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Drew Sanders brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Rodgers to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. They'll give to Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Making that play behind the line was Justin Simmons.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Throwing is Rodgers.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Taken at the goal line.
Fighting his way through contact.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And they're on the 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he fires one incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Toward the sideline, intercepted.
Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a 1st down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now.
Here's a give to Hall.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Browning able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
If Aaron Browning really looked like he put it together last season, playing more as a pass rusher. Injuries interrupted his breakout season, but he still finished with 5 sacks and has the ceiling for a whole lot more.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He completes this to Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
To throw, Browning.
Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
On the handoff, McLaughlin.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Browning. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's Browning. That's going to be caught by Judy.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. The give is to McLaughlin.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and it'll give the Broncos a first down. Off the bootleg, Browning. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Touchdown, Broncos.
Jerry Judy.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock defensively. There he goes, right side.
Inside the 20, Breece Hall.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall, 75 yards. And the Jets might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Browning.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Browning. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Intercepted by the Jets. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Galley, don't left, Galley. Look at you.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Tackled on the play by Damari Mathis.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they say it's never easy to come into Denver to win because of the altitude